Here is our short and sweet back bending, conditioning, and stretching video. We're going to start by warming up our abs because we're going to need them to support our spines as we ask our spines to extend. So we're going to start laying on our backs. Bring your arms by your sides and pull your belly in, lift your legs up to tabletop. And then we'll take our legs to the ceiling and out on a diagonal. We should really pull the belly in here. Push your arms down into the floor. We'll take the legs to the ceiling. Make sure you stop your momentum here. We really push the low back into the floor, engage the belly, and roll your hips up over your shoulders. We'll flex our feet, open the legs, take your feet down to the floor, trying to get a little extra flexion through your back and your abs here. And then we'll roll back down, really controlling this with the belly and taking our time. When your legs come through center, we'll point our feet, bring the legs out onto that diagonal again. Take your legs up to the ceiling, rolling over again, really using your belly, trying not to use momentum. We'll flex the feet, open the legs, take your toes to the floor if you can. If not, just towards the floor. And then rolling down, really engaging your belly, extending through your spine, legs up, pointing the feet out on the diagonal. We're going to do 3 more like this. Up to the ceiling, really strong belly, rolling over. We'll flex the feet, open the legs, toes to the floor, and then roll down. Really strong abs here. Lots of control. Point your feet. Legs come together on the diagonal. 2 more, please. Use your belly. Rolling over, hips up over shoulders, stretching the backs of the legs, opening the legs, maybe taking the feet to the floor, rolling it down. Point the feet, legs out on the diagonal, legs together. 1 more here, up to the ceiling, strong belly, rolling over. Flex the feet, open the legs, toes to the floor, and then we'll roll back down. Point your feet, legs to a diagonal. We'll bend the legs and set the feet down onto the ground. Let's roll over onto our tummies. Once you're laying on your belly, reach your fingertips towards your feet. We'll engage our abs a lot and trying to draw the legs together and anchor them down onto the mat. Now we're going to look at the floor so that the neck is really long and straight, and then lift your chest up off the mat and lower it down. Try to use your belly a lot here, engaging your upper and mid back, lifting and lowering, and thinking about length here rather than height. So we're going to really reach forward through the crown of the head. We'll go up and down. 2 more. And 1 more. And now we'll bring our arms up over the crown of the head, hands down for some swimming. Really engage your belly here. We want to have our abs supporting the lower back so the low back doesn't work too much. So keep your belly button pulling inwards. We'll start by engaging the seat, lift your legs up off the mat, and then lift your chest, lift your arms, and we'll swim here. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Speed it up. Nice deep breaths as you swim. Try to use your upper back, your glutes, and the backs of your legs here a lot, and pull your abs in the whole time. We're going to do just a few more breaths like this. Keep it going. Really use your belly. Engage the upper and mid back. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll take it down. Bring your arms back down by your sides. Press your hands into the sides of your legs. And then we're going to lift from the belly again. So engage your abs. Now begin to look forward in front of you. Roll through the upper section of your back and come up as high as you can. Keep your legs down on the ground. And then we'll lower down nice and slow. Take a nice deep inhale, look forward, roll through the upper part of your back, really engage through between the shoulder blades and lower down. Let's do 3 more like that. Rolling through the upper back and lowering down. 2 more, really engaging the muscles between the shoulder blades down into the midsection of the back. 1 more, looking forward, roll through the upper back and lowering down. Let's bring our hands up by our shoulders now. Elbows really tighten by the sides. Your legs can be separate or maybe slightly externally rotated. We'll engage the seat a little bit. So squeeze your buns, lift your belly, and then we'll look forward. Again, rolling up through the upper and mid section of the back, coming up as high as you can without pushing into your forearms. And then come up a little bit higher, keeping the elbows on the mat and trying to focus the extension in the upper and mid part of your back. And then lower back down. So we'll start, again, looking forward, engaging through the upper part of the back, lift up as high as you can without pushing into your hands, and then pushing down into the forearms and extending a little further in that upper and mid section of the back. And then lower it down. You should feel the muscles between your shoulder blades and the muscles that wrap around the midsection of your back engaging a lot here. Let's do just a few more like this. We're gonna look forward, roll through that upper and midsection of the back. Keep your belly engaged, squeeze your bottom. Pull your chest forward a little more and lower down really, really slowly on this one. Again, lifting the chest, looking forward, lifting as high as you can without pushing into the arms, and then pushing into the forearms and lowering it down. We'll do one more like this. We'll look forward, coming up as high as you can without the arms, then pushing into the forearms, really stretching through that upper and mid back, and then lowering it down. Let's go a little bit higher now. So we'll engage through the upper back. We'll look forward, leading with the gaze, and then leading with the chest. So the chest comes up towards the ceiling. Push up onto your forearms, find that mid back engagement, and then let's push further, extending through the mid and lower back. And then pulling forward with your chest, we'll lower down, engaging the back, pulling the belly forward, pulling the chest forward, and lowering down really, really slowly here. Reaching forward with the chest all the way until the chest and the head come back onto the mat. Let's do that again. We'll lift the chest, use your upper back muscles. Use your muscles first, then push into the forearms. Pause on your elbows. Reach your chest forward, extend in your upper back, and then let's push and roll through the back. Coming all the way up. And then very, very slowly pulling forward with the belly, rolling it back down, leading with the chest, arching through the mid-back again on the way down. We're gonna do a few more like this. Looking forward, engaging the upper back, and then mid-back, forearms stay down for a moment as we pull the chest forward and engage the upper back more. Push into your arms, extend further. And then pull forward with your belly, forward with your chest. Keep your gaze high as long as you can. Rolling through the mid-back, upper back, lower down. We'll do one more like this. Engage your upper back first. And then we'll push into the elbows. Pause, engage the upper back more. Pushing into your hands. And lowering it down. And then let's go ahead and push ourselves back into a child's pose. So your butt comes back towards your feet. We'll stretch the lower back. And then we're going to come back to sitting on our bottoms. Find balance on your bottom, lift your legs up, and find a boat pose, really engaging your belly. We're gonna move the hips a little bit, round your lower back, pull in with your belly, and then flatten it out. So we're rounding the back, and then flattening. Getting the abs engaged again after all that back extension. Let's do just a few more here. One more, flattening your back, set your feet down, and you're all done. Thank you so much.